Lucky little lion, he came from the shadows, now he's got the light in. And on the streets he was starving, but he's a lucky little lion. He came from the shadows, now he's got the light in. Oh, he's a lucky little lion, a lucky little lion. Oh, he's a lucky little lion, a lucky little lion.
Did I ever tell you about a youth that I knew? My man used to jump from the second floor and slide down the chute. Always around the flats, you see him all the time like the foxes and rats. He was left out to dry, hanging on the racks, until one day in the shop looking for a snack. He had no cash, so the bounty got snatched. He got clocked, so he had to run before he got trapped. The big boys were outside, but the boy was quick, so slipped around the back, hid under a bin and put his face in his cap. Fool fell asleep and woke up like a cat, looking around, what the fuck is that? He looked to the left and with him under the bin was a red and black rucksack. He thought for a minute before he looked inside and found 10 racks, 2 white and 4 brown packs. Boy been around so knows exactly what's that. That's a stash bag, he took another minute and grabbed that. Up on his feet and back to the flats.
Lucky little lion, he came from the shadows, now he's got the light in. On the streets he was starving, but he's a lucky little lion. He came from the shadows, now he got the light in. Oh, he's a lucky little lion, a lucky little lion. Oh, he's a lucky little lion, a lucky little lion.
He got back to his squat where he called his yard, looking at the table thinking there's no more living hard. So he calls up his plug, he shots whatever, so he's trying to shot the lot to the shotter. Then they meet and they speak and shows him a bar. He said, I got more back at yard, I can jump in your car. The shotter opens the door and says, take a seat, young sir. Then chatted like they were twins, all the way there with the cash. You can get a Montclair, new kicks, we'll go to my barber, he'll line it up and do a sick fading on your hair. At the yard, the shotter takes a look and don't know what to think. He's never seen a brick this thick, and look at this kid, he's left stacks of cash on the side like he wants it to get, yeah. And we know the shotter wants it in his palms on a stick. Safety got flicked, pointed at the kid and clicked. Bang. Body hits the ground and blood starts to splatter. Bits of bone on the floor and a little brain matter. Body started shaking like a fish on a platter. It was Boss Man, he just ran in, slid the clip and pulled back on the trigger and put a 9 in. But the boy wasn't crying, he just stared down at the floor at his shotter dying. Walked up to Boss Man, took the Smith & Wesson out of his hand and put another round in. Boss Man looked at the youth and thought for a while. Little man handed him back the piece, and Boss Man seen a twinkle in his eye, picked up the bag, turned around with a smile.
Lucky little lion, he came from the shadows, now he's got the light in. And on the streets he was starving, but he's a lucky little lion. He came from the shadows, now he got the light in. No, he's a lucky little lion.